Good old Forex Factory will be the last to know. It'll be about a minute late. Yeah, that's a shocker, you see. That's a bad miss. Bad miss. So that points to a bad non-farm come non-farm day. And that's seen the red candle, that was a shooting star, start to creep up again. Why? Why does it do that? Why is it boosting gold? Because bad employment means weak economy equals QE, lower interest rates, all the things that pump gold and point to inflationary policies. So, whoops, crossing, we're getting alerts. You see our alerts are working. We'll have a look at that. I think that's part of the work coming out of that. Yep, I'll pull one up top here as well. So actually it's cracking on now, upside. So that look one way, go the other way candles building on itself. Interesting. After already quite a strong day. So that's a bad number. It makes you wonder if the insiders knew that number. Because gold was running, started to run yesterday, didn't it? When we posted this. Yeah, what do they know? Sometimes I wonder. I mean, Rothschild, the more you study the history, was a great front runner of insider information. So of course these, yes, that's the other thing to keep in mind that Paul says, BTC. So this re-illustrates what I was saying about anti-fiats. Anti-fiats, Bitcoin is lined up as an anti-fiat, as is gold. So they're part of the same category. Choosing to love one and hate the other is a bit like making your left hand beat up your right hand. There is a distinct sense of lack of understanding. Yep, so I was looking for this to be a break and it's broken. So I drew this falling wedge and I shared this with you this morning. That looks like a wedge break, guys. And crypto has been a little weaker. So that's a decent little wedge break. It's not supreme wedge break. Could get your return move out of that. We'll see how it goes. It could accelerate. It might get stronger with the day. Who's to know? But you did have a number of folk who were on following on Twitter that think they've learned HVF method on the free method. We're highlighting inverted, as were you guys in Sniper community. But I'm not sure that one is worth having, but you're getting deeper into the sniper, into the wedge, and very quickly now you might be facing that funnel. So it's actually something worth drawing, because I did spot that and I thought, yeah, interesting, but it's not one to trade right now because we've got this descending support. This was what I'd call basing, this tactical retreat line, the lagging line of the. And you can see how this is Bitcoin. This is gaining now, Bitcoin. And I think it's invalidated this inverted as we're drawing it. Now there's a bit of FOMO pump in it. It's even better than the gold market for it. Don't lose your head chasing in, because you've still got the full non-farm number to come, but this is a little bit of silent justification. I'm going to throw down those two potential funnels. That one's been run already. Whoop, and this looks like it's going to finish the job already. Good God. We are on a low time frame, but the guy's getting quite excited now. And this is the FOMO of chasers. Don't FOMO in if you weren't already in. We can tell our Twitterati pals that the ADP number has boosted Bitcoin. The Bitcoin is the one that gets the dominance in these things. People will rush into the liquidity of Bitcoin, not into the others. Well, it's a beginning of something. Rob says, I don't remember seeing BTC react to economic numbers. We've been telling you that this ties up as an anti-fiat, and the failure of fiat systems is more and more going to trickle through into how Bitcoin's relevance has stayed. So it was just some techie computer gamer, buy your LSD and acid thing. I was actually discussing with Alex quite an interesting fun quote that was saying how Bitcoin went from being the online druggy psychedelics chip for securing acid to a symbol of Austrian economics. And this is actually, wow, this is quite bumpy. We're on a 30-minute chart. That is quite a break. Wow. That is quite significant. I wasn't expecting this. This has turned out better than doing it on the non-farm day, guys. You're actually getting the bottom, and you see the ETH is not moving. So my alerts are triggering here. You can see the value of alerts. This is a Bitcoin run. This is definitely a Bitcoin run now. This is significant. I'm quite impressed. Now I am impressed. Those funnels are bumped. This is a big ass move. 7.8 from 7.2. You're talking $600. Holy caramba. And I'm sitting, damn, I've only got 5 Bitcoin long because I'm just, I've been eyeing this bottom. Yeah, so XAU giving it all back is a concern. If you've chased into a spike on Bitcoin, you could be facing a fizzle. That's a real concern you should have. We'll go down to a 30-minute. You see that could be a real fizzle. Just don't get in the habit of chasing spikes. It's absolute lowest common denominator of response. It's kind of, like a 5-year-old calling you a fraught banana and you're getting sucked into a shouting match with him. It's just like, you don't do it. As a grown adult, you don't do it. As a growing successful trader, be long before or exceedingly early. By the time it's a clearly recognized spike, it's only paying for you. And you can see that you've got a wick here. So please, chaps, your sign of your development is when your emotional control sees you look at a spike like that and say, not even remotely going to respond to that. And then you watch a fizzle back like this and you chuckle for all the guys that FOMO'd in. Remember, we're early. Your financial mathematics, if you buy here, anywhere here, means your stop has to be there. Unless you've got a structure of a pattern of some sort. And then you, as I say, you watch yourself lose that amount of money, because at that point you'll buy big because you're convinced the only way is moon. And by this time you've lost the quickest $5,000, $10,000, $500, $50. It doesn't matter. Whatever the number is, whatever your size is, it's been one of the dumbest things you've done.